Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We're jumping back into Bumble Rumble. It's turn 27. I'm playing Atlantis, the somewhat clumsy nation. And yeah, let's see what we've got going on. So we got a message from Pelagia saying, "To all good peoples of the world, many of you are no doubt aware of the war raging in the great Pelagian Sea." It said Pythian Pelagia. As we bitterly try to defend ourselves against a coalition of squids. To our north lie the alien squid people of Relay, and to our east, the Atlanteans led by a terrifying giant squid. And by the way, it's not a squid, it's a kraken or an octopus. Come on, buddy. We struck a heavy blow to the Northern Invasion Force last month, but it required a significant investment of water gems. I think he had over 100 water gems that he spent. So it was really the Knights holding the Lions with just a huge amount of water elementals streaming around the sides that we simply cannot sustain. So for us to mount a successful defense, we will require assistance in the form of water gems. Should we fail to mount an effective defense, our territories will all go to Atlantis, as the forces of Relay are too poorly placed to contest after losing nearly their entire invasion force. I hope so. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So if you have an excess of water gems, we will buy them for whatever we can offer. Anything non-essential for our war efforts is on the table. Also, if you have a vested interest in damaging the Atlantean cause, what better way could you spend water gems than by donating them to us, knowing that each will add another water elemental to fight for our survival? We hope that you can find benefit in assisting us in these difficult times. Okay. So he is running low on water gems and is looking to kind of send some more. So how much has he spent so far? If he spent 100 gems on that battle, and he already spent, I think, 25 in the first fight with me. So he's up to at least like 125. That should kind of burn through most of his bank. But let's see what he has on the table here. So we have teleported on top of his army. Oh wait, we're paused. Okay, some mine burns going out. Not really terrifying to my big old kraken. Yeah, these guys are running over here. We have already gotten to the Earth Power part of our script, and so we just have one left, which is probably Earth Might. Okay, and they're hitting us. We have a lot of HP over our base HP. So our current maximum is 238, so we're not going to regen until we get there. You can see they're hitting us pretty damn consistently. It's kind of a lot of attacks. It's 3 attacks times 2, so it's, what, 6 attacks per square? And there's 9 squares, so there's a lot of incoming damage. Okay, we'll go ahead and pick the speed up, because this is going to get a little grindy. Let's see if we're sustaining. Okay, we seem to be sustaining right at 238. Yeah. Now, when they do encase in ice, our protection jumps up to 40, so they can't hurt us, but we can't hurt them. So I don't think these guys have fully dumped their water gems, but let's see. Maybe they have. Okay, now they did. Okay, we've gotten a rout on some of these guys, I think mostly due to Fear Aura. These guys on Advance and Cast Spell are being pretty damn annoying, since I can't actually hit anything now. We'll kind of speed this up, but this is basically how it's going to go. They'll do the occasional damage. Harmark has started coming out now. So we're getting all nice and Harmarked up. Now, after this, I have to go test what happens when Harus attack me, because they are inevitably going to come. The good news is, in my test, this guy in like 100 turns never dies to Horus. So, we'll see. I'm sure there are some Horus that can kill him, but especially if we put like a Moonblade on him, he'll be pretty immune to Horus. And then, in Friendly Dominion with the Ring of Returning, I don't have to worry about it at all if I want to retire him to the lab at some point. Okay, and he technically wins, because I think he has like one guy left on the field. So that's a little annoying, but oh well, such is life. Okay, so we caused the retreat, we killed 2 of their mages, we burnt... Let's see how many gems, because I think they spent all of them. What is this, 8? 7? This looks like 15. 13, so we'll call that 20. It's 12, so we'll call that 20. We'll call that 32. We'll call this 38. We'll call this 38, and then 6 more, so that's 40, 44. Okay, so about 45 gems that I think he spent. So, and we burned through all of them. Now, what's important is a lot of his army routed, so the people that would have been moved patrolling to his fort are not able to do that. So we'll see about that. Okay, now... Okay, these are people coming out of his fort to try to zap me with stuff. Okay, and we retreat almost perfectly timed. And they summoned all of this shit. So they're left with about... Let's see how much they came in with. We've already used 45. This is 15... 15... 15... 15... So that's with one nature guy in the middle. And this guy in the back. So that's 15 times 5? So that's 75 water gems, but they didn't use them all. This guy's got 6 left. 5 left, 6 left, 6 left, and then 6 left. So let's say just 6 times 5, 30. So they've got 30 left, which means they used 45 here. So he used 90 so far this turn. That was after using 100 on relay. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And then we have a battle on Pelagia. So we're up to 90 so far. But he has mages here, apparently. What the fuck? With gems. What the fuck? With a shit ton of gems. So he's got 5, 6, 7, 8... This is 15. 15... 20... 25... So 25 gems plus some knights. Okay, my guys are retreating. Fuck. Now, we probably killed some of his knights, so it's not an entirely, completely huge, enormous loss. But we also burned all of his gems, so that was another... Oh, I forgot when we counted. Was it what, 35? We'll count again real quick. Just so I can see. 15, 30, 35, yeah, so it's 35. And then we'll just see how many they have at the end. So they had 35, and at the end they have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, okay. So they used 22 gems there. So this turn was 100 gems. 110 gems. So he used, yeah, 100 that turn and then 110 this turn. So hopefully he's out. Hopefully he's out. Now, what I have done here is, if this army comes, we potentially can kill them. I've got this guy scripted like a thug. We're going to move this guy out, up here. And I've just done a massive PD dump, because we have Ichthyids, and Ichthyids are kind of okay. They potentially, I think they can net the cavalry, and if they do that, then they're basically going to die. But I haven't tested it. I don't know how well it's going to work. But worst case, we can kind of cause gem usage. This is all that's left after attacking their fort. For this battle, you can see we killed 2 knights only. So, that's annoying. It feels a lot like fighting Yis, where these knights are just almost unstoppable. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move... our Kraken is here. We're going to go ahead and sneak him back on top of this fort. We're going to go ahead and move in another squad to start sieging it down. And we have Conjuration finished now. So we're going to move them in, and we're going to script them to summon water elementals, and then behind this we'll be able to probably kill whatever they have. This army too, we're going to send in to attack Pan. I'm pretty sure the wheels have come off the Pangea train, and Ulm is just rummaging through here. So I think they're going to probably have a big battle either this turn or next, and we can kind of see how that goes. So anyway, sorry, I was thinking about something from the current turn in the game. What else? Okay, we're gonna move here and basically take this from Pan. At the same time, oh, we didn't watch this battle. So embarrassingly, I think we're gonna lose this to these knights. Leave it to Indies to just kind of conquer you. Okay, the instant route here is what I did not plan on. So I should have put these guys in 2 squads. Because now we get hit just like a couple times, and then this whole group routes because that one did. And so now they're just going to chase us down and kill us all from behind. So this is just a huge fucking disaster. Just a huge disaster. I mean, we lost 46 of these guys. I mean, we lost 18 war champions is the real cost. That was a lot. We really needed to win that to get this. And that was really all just bad scripting. So that was embarrassing. Here was our little thug battle. So we'll see what these guys look like when they get thugged up. So we're 21 protection, which is okay, but not great. We really need armor to have good protection. We have kind of decent defense. Not great. We have Temper Flesh, which is going to make us a little stronger than we otherwise kind of would be. These guys, I think, can do hard thugging, but not They're gonna need pretty specialized kits, I think. They're gonna need some kind of way to deal with chip damage, like a Wraith Sword or either a Ring of Regen or some of the body armor. I'm not sure, but it's probably going to be construction 4 at a minimum. So, okay, how did this turn go? Well, we have burnt through 100 more gems of his reserve, which he can't keep losing this many, especially after we're taking territory. Now, this site alone gives 3 gems, and I don't know how much he has back here, but if Relay can get back over here and start raiding him, that'll go a long way to reducing his water gem economy. Okay, so we're moving here. We're moving up here. We're doing a little trap. I'm assuming he might send in a small little horsey raiding squad. If he does a small little horsey raiding squad, this PD dump should kill it. And then we're gonna go attack up here. What I know is that, so this is kind of unfortunate. We did this teleport here, and after the teleport, his army routed. Half of it went here and half went here. Well, Relay was raiding this back with a small army, but an army. And apparently, even after we exhausted all the gems from it, and it was only half the army, him just running in here and bouncing off this, because the troops retreated here during the magic phase, which means they're present for the normal phase attacks. Yeah, they killed Ryla's army, so that's kind of sad, but anyway, it happened. We probably could have communicated it better, because I knew when I teleported that I wouldn't kill them all outright, but I would cause a rout. So we probably could have figured out that he would take a lot in there. And Ryla losing this actually is a kind of big blow to our little coalition at this point, because we really need Ryla to have an army to come over here and take this stuff out, but because it got destroyed here, there's not too much it can do. For events, province income went down, tax province income went up, province income went up. We get an effigy of war, and we got gold plus 127.19, so that's actually really nice. In terms of what are we doing, here we finally have a level 2 fort. I don't know exactly when that happened, but we are going to be cranking out Kings of Deep. We are moving this guy in with a Faithful and a Burning Pearl, and he can swap these out with Mr. Hands. We're going to take either the main Gauche or the Coral Blade. I'm not sure which one. And we're going to swap out the Ring of Frost for the Burning Pearl. And the Burning Pearl will make it so that my attacks are much more likely to hit Yes. Which would be nice. Okay. We have a battle here where TNG is taking this back from Demon Knights, which is kind of humorous. These Demon Knights are pretty badass. So if we look at the TNG Bless, he's got attack, magic weapon, shock resistance, poison resistance, defense skill, magic resistance, undying, HP plus 2, strength, blood surge, and then combat speed. So they're very quick. If we look at their stats, very solid defense. They have decent hit points. Did they get an HP boost in here too? I don't remember seeing that. Oh, HP 2. So it's, very solid hit points. Very good defense. Oh, maybe it's spring right now. Yeah, it must be, because they're getting... they're getting a boost from... Normally would not be this high. They have some good basic resistances and swiftness. I mean, this is a solid unit. These Demon Knights are kind of better, but they're outnumbered. So they killed a few of them. They only killed 2 Redguard. This is a pretty effective way to take that many Demon Knights. It can be really hard to kill these Demon Knights too, because they have fear, but you can see fear did not really bother them. So I think that's about it for this episode. So all in all, it could be a lot worse. Mr. Hands is alive and well. He got harm marked some, but I'm not too worried about that. He also got cursed, which kind of sucks more than harm mark. We have recuperation, so it's not a big deal, but if we use him very, very aggressively, we can kind of accumulate a lot of afflictions, which I'm loath to do a bit. So we'll see. We're still going to use... we're going to use him a lot. But hopefully we can use him more in situations where we're not dying as much. Or we're not dying. We're not taking quite as much damage. We'll see exactly how that actually works, but... Okay, I think that's it for this turn and for this episode. And wish me luck, guys.